Hi, this is Zach Butler with Galen Healthcare, and the ConnectR reporting webcast and administration will begin now. So a few things we're going to go over today are reporting within ConnectR and then a few administration features. One of the reports we'll go over is auto reports, and this will track changes and modifications made within ConnectR. We'll also go over utilization reports, which will provide utilization reports for translation tables, scripts, things of this sort. We'll also touch on statistical reports. There's historical statistics and detailed statistics. We'll also touch on documentation of interfaces. And this is simply extracting mappings that are made within ConnectR. We'll also go into the maintenance, sort of keeping ConnectR clean, deleting message definitions, and the ability to merge message definitions and a few other things. And finally, we'll end with the ConnectR Toolbelt, which is a add-on reporting tool. And finally, we'll end with questions and answers. And please, just to sort of lay the ground rules, I'll probably be going, or we'll be dealing with the questions towards the end of the webcast. Thanks. Okay, so this is a sample of what the reports in ConnectR. And as you can see, there's the audit trail, which is the first one we're going to touch on. Other ones available would be the detailed statistics and historical statistics, as I mentioned earlier, and a handful of usage or utilization reports. And as you can see here, they're listed nicely. Also, something we'll be going over is the TCP IP port report. Okay, and within auto reports, we'll go over the importance of the auto reports and how you're able to filter with these auto reports. So I will go into ConnectR and run one of these reports. Okay, as you can see, I've already logged into ConnectR. And what we'll want to do is, it's already set on monitoring status, which isn't too important for reports, but so we'll click on reports, and we'll select the audit trail. Now first, you can see a few things that you're able to select. And as I mentioned before, the two things you're able to filter on, which is activity and user. You can see some of the selections for activity, activation, deactivation, let's see, some other stuff. Login, it's simply just how many times this user is logged in, and message definition edit. And as you can imagine, these can all be very useful if you're, for instance, trying to track down a mapping change, and you see something on your interface that is a huge difference. You're like, oh no, I wonder how this happened. This is a good way to go in and check. So I'll go in here and expand the date range and build this report. So you can see there's been a lot of activity within this ConnectR. And you see the first column here is user. We'll scroll down a little bit. Most likely, it will be all IDX admin for this ConnectR. And also, as you can see here, there's a nice color key down at the bottom, and it goes in to say edit activities. And as you can see here, there's a message definition edit. It also, talks about activation and deactivations. Deletion here looks like a system definition was deleted. Import, exports, merges, and we'll actually touch on merges a little later. and then all other activity. Okay, and so I'll go in here and just try filtering on user and activity just so you get an idea. So let's see, we'll go with message definition edits. And you can see during this date range, these are the only message definitions that occur, or message definition edits that occurred. Something else I'd like to show you that becomes very useful when running the audit report is creating a username or a unique username. By creating a unique username, this allows you to track any edits or changes much easier, because if you think about it, you know, a lot of times, and I know personally, I'll go on into IDX admin, and I know a lot of other my Galen employees will go on and, you know, we'll just use IDX admin. But if you want to track down and, you know, contact the person and say, why did you make this change, it makes it a little difficult. So what you can do is go up here, File, New, and you can just type in the username. So we'll just call this Test 2 for now. Hit OK. And a lot of times, I'll just copy IDX admin, because, I mean, that's, a lot of times that's the username I'm using anyway, so I just want the same rights and settings. Okay, so you can go in here, hit save. Okay, and I can open up reports again, go into the audit trail, and we should see that user now in the or available in the audit report. Okay, and now we have arrived at the first poll question. One second. I'm having some technical difficulties. And here's the first poll question. I'll give about a couple minutes to respond. And I'll just sort of touch on auto notification for anyone who is unfamiliar. Essentially just allows you to set, there's settings within ConnectR to send notifications when certain thresholds or criteria are met. So for instance, if you set a threshold for an interface, say, you know, notify me when there are 200 messages in the queue, and you can have an email sent.